Hi, this video is going to be about near-death experiences, and it's going to be tied into the dating scene, and I'm going to get there in a moment. First of all, I'd like to say that I listen to a lot of videos on YouTube about people that have had near-death experiences, should I say, and I love them. I consider myself spiritual in nature, and I love to hear people's experiences of finding the beauty of the other side. Secondly, I'm going to also tie this in because I've read a lot of books also on near-death experiences, and for people that not only have written about their first-hand near-death experience, but secondly, that have gone to psychics or people that channel, and they have also said some beautiful things about being on the other side, on the other realms that we can't see. And I'm also going to tie it into dating, and I'm going to get there in a moment. This is going to be tied into from a single man's perspective. Now, I do want to share this very much, that when I mention the gender, it can be interchanged, because this is from my opinion, when we die, I'm using the term die, pass on, it's just a generic term. We never die. Our soul goes on. We can incarnate the next lifetime, if you're a man to a woman or a woman to a man, so we can reverse genders from different lifetimes. Secondly, there's one soul. I believe we're all sentient beings, and we really is one soul. But we live a life where there's male, female. So I just want to share that when I hear near-death experiences, people have shared about the love and the acceptance. And some of you that have listened to YouTube audios or videos of near-death experiencers, people that have gone there, speak about the love and acceptance, the light, the high frequency, the high vibration of the other realm, of the other side, that there's a light. Some people call it Jesus, Buddha, however, the great light. It's angels they see, that there's such a love and acceptance that many of them don't even want to come back. But they're told in some of the stories I've read that this is their mission to come back, that they're not ready to go fully leave their families. It's sort of their karmic contract to come back at the time. There's quite a bunch of books now. Channeling Eric is one of them. That's very good. But of people that can channel to the other side, and people that are psychics, you want to say, clairvoyants, that can speak to the other side, have shared also how beautiful it is, how much light there is on the other side, the unconditional acceptance and love that we as humans sort of lack here is perfect. And I'm going to tie that into dating, because I've heard from a lot of men, single men these days, that lament, and I'm sharing, and that how shallow women are, that they've gone on dating sites such as Plenty of Fish, Match, Tinder, and that they send emails, and that if they're not tall enough, that's a big one I hear from short men, that they're not going to get a response, or they don't have enough money, or they're not good looking enough. And even men that are shy and introverted, in fact, pay money to pickup artist teachers. Yeah, Google it. There are PUA, that there are male teachers that charge men hundreds of thousands, mostly shy and introverted men, thousands of dollars to take seminars, how to be a bad boy, how to be an alpha male, how to pick up women in the clubs, and how to put on a facade and be confident. And the mindset is, and I hear this not only in the dating sites but face to face, that women today in this Tinder generation, the Facebook generation, they all want the bad boy with tattoos and motorcycles, and the shy guy that's either in high school or in his 20s, that's a nice guy, quote unquote, a nice guy and sensitive, can't seem to meet a woman. They want the bad boy with the motorcycle and the tattoo. Especially I hear this about height, that women want tall men, and that it's becoming increasingly shallow. And like I said, these men pay thousands of dollars upwards to take seminars by, it's called PUA, a PUA community, pickup artist community, from teachers that teach people, these men, how to be bad boys, how to be alpha males. And so I'm hearing that. And this is what I have to say, that from myself, who's experienced rejection. I've been personally also on. I've met some great people on online dating, which is huge today. Women are shallow today, and I want to stress this, that you can interchange. If you're a female listening to this, you can just switch the roles, fill in the blanks. It's one soul. You can switch lifetimes, male to female, so everyone is a sentient being. There should be love all around, so I'm not knocking. But again, from the male's perspective, the single male's perspective, women are shallow today. It's a Facebook generation, a Tinder generation. It's a fast-paced, superficial world. And yes, if you've been rejected because you're not tall enough, don't have the bad boy confidence, it's maybe you're not hallucinating. It could be in your mind. This is not supposed. I'm giving you hope. I want this video to be encouraging. On this realm, this earth realm, it's not supposed to be unconditional love. It's supposed to be quote-unquote shallow, because we have to incarnate into earth and have a culture or a society of superficiality, sometimes hatred, falseness, in order to know love. Just keep hopeful. In other words, it's the great source, you want to call it God, source, Jesus, Buddha, whatever you want to name it. This creation has to be not love in order for us to grow into love. Because if everything was love and acceptance, and everybody who you clicked on a dating scene, every woman would want to date you, what's the need for creation? Now, the hope is that, in other words, we really come from full. Yes, women are shallow, but it's not supposed to be. And this is generalizing. Not all women are like that, but I'm just talking about a certain type. It's not supposed to be like this on this realm. That is what, and I tell you, all the guys that are struggling with rejection, instead of getting angry at women or getting angry and down, Google some near-death experiences on YouTube. There's a whole bunch of them. There's a big community. You will see that the first thing that people notice, I'm generalizing too, is the love, and you're totally accepted. On the other side, in love, when the light sees you on the other side, from what I've read, it's not like you're going to see somebody and how tall are you, how confident are you, how alpha male are you. You're accepted because you are love. But this earth realm, it's not supposed to be like that. So there is going to be superficiality and rejection. So I just want to make that clear. The best thing we could do here is to try to individually be loved. So if you're going to go on Tinder as a male, or go on Plenty of Fish, or try to meet, do it conscientiously. In other words, if each person can try to be the person that they'd want to be on the other side of the dating site, or in the club, or in the street, then our world will be a much more accepting place. But I'll leave you with this. I just want you to be, if we all have a Buddha nature, a love nature, and if you can be that, each individual, maybe it'll domino effect and everybody comes loving. But if you're a single man that has been rejected because you're too short, you're not confident enough, you're shy, you're just for the bad boy, the guy with the motorcycle, or the tall guy, this is the deal. This earth realm is not supposed to be love. But we're here to grow into love. And if you look on some YouTube videos of the other side, you'll see that really we come from love. There's no probably on the other side, and I'll make a joke of it, this is probably a little bit of an exaggeration. If you see a woman on the other side, okay, she'll accept you no matter what. How tall, there's none of that, how tall you are, no conditions. It's you date whoever you want to date. And that's a little bit of a joke and a little of exaggeration, but on earth, as we live now, embrace life, be happy, be courageous, because no matter if you're a man or woman, we all have a Buddha nature. We're all love. Thank you very much for listening. I appreciate it.